Hey, it's Tom from Pack Hacker, and in this video, we're taking a detailed look at the Bellroy Transit Workpack, a bag that I've been testing over the course of the last 2 weeks. Overall, I like the look and feel of this bag. It's a little bit more on the professional end and works well in that setting. But one thing to note about it is that the water bottle pockets are pretty small. So we'll get into those details and more coming up in this video. Let's get into it. So the main fabric on this bag is the 100% recycled polyester Canva weave. It kind of is built to mimic a canvasy feel, and it definitely does a good job at that. It's got this kind of soft, almost kind of fuzzy feel, but one of the things I noticed with this fabric is it can pick up dust and fluff a little bit more than others. It's not too crazy, but just something I've been noticing after testing it over the last 2 weeks. Now, the main zippers on here are YKK, which is great, super high quality there, and then we have this like aluminum hardware or some kind of metal hardware down here at the bottom, which just gives it that premium Bellroy look and feel, which I dig. A little bit more about the experience of this bag. I mean, you also have their leather as well. Leather accents on this charcoal version, which I think look pretty nice. You know, you kind of this tan color as well. I think that goes well with the charcoal. Your mileage may vary. I also like their all black versions as well. So while we're here, let's talk about the harness system. So there's actually a big difference in this, the Transit Workpack compared to the Transit Travel Pack in the harness system. This is way more pared down for EDC, and then their Transit Backpack features a lot more of a kind of robust system there. So if you want to look at that comparison, if we don't have the video out already, we will have that in the next day or two. So make sure to take a look at that. But yeah, harness system, a little bit thinner on these, kind of stiff as well. There's some good padding. It definitely provides a lot of comfort, enough for EDC for me. But again, your mileage may vary. Still built really well. But yeah, there are some differences than with the travel pack of this bag. No real back panel here to speak of in terms of like mesh, but you've got like this little kind of stretchy neoprene-like material here, which is comfortable and soft, which I like. No sternum strap here, so you're not going to have that. And again, you got these leather accents down here at the bottom of the shoulder straps. You know, these adjuster straps down here as well are made of that metal aluminum, which just adds to the premium look and feel of these bags. Like if you're going to be bringing one of these into an office, it's one of the sharper looking bags that you can grab for that reason. And now, while we're back here, I just want to show you too, like there's a bit of a curve and a contour here as well. So it does kind of fit your back really nicely, which I appreciate. Grab handle here at the top that's towards the back so it doesn't stick out. You know, it's not sticking up here on the top, so it just keeps a low profile and a clean look. One thing to note here is that if you like to put carabiners on the outside of bags to like hang a hat or, you know, something off the back of your bag, which I don't think this bag really has like an incredible aesthetic for that anyways, but this is your option right here in the front. If you want to like hang a hat here, it's not really going to work because that's just towards your back and you're going to feel that in the back of your head. So just something to note there. Not a ton of options for external attachment. And yeah, as far as the other exterior features go, really not much, which is what makes this bag great. It's streamlined and it's minimal. Now, if we take a look, we have 2 water bottle pockets on the side. I'm going to open those up. And I have a Yeti Rambler in here, the 18 ounce. So you can see it just kind of swallows that up. Really low profile on the side, not a ton going on, but we have that water bottle just really nicely fits in there. And I'm gonna put it back inside because I wanna show you how it cuts into the main compartment of the bag. So once we get to that. Now, one thing about these water bottle pockets is they're a little bit small. So it's pretty tricky to get this in and out of here, especially when the bag is full. You really gotta like press it down for this water bottle this size and stick it in. Definitely not effortless, but what you gain is just a very clean bottle pocket on the side. I mean, you can't even see this zipper. That's against your back when you're wearing it. And even if you have this down, you got this gusset here. So it just really maintains that low profile on the outside. It's also like a stash pocket. So if you just have random little items in here, I've just got some hand sanitizer. And yep, if you've ever seen any of my other Bellroy reviews, I wish this key clip was a little bit more robust. It's just plastic ITW keyring. It's fine. It gets the job done. But like you look at this metal hardware and it looks so great and it feels so good. And then you get to the key clip and you're kind of like, oh, yeah, could have been a little more to it. But that's me. Your mileage may vary. I mean, I don't even really use it, as you can see, for my keys. So I just got some hand sanitizer on there. So your mileage may vary if that matters or not. But yeah, nice space here just as a stash pocket too, even if you don't want to use this for a water bottle. All right, flip this around. Pocket out here on the front, like a little vertical pocket. Again, that fabric gusset is hiding that zipper, which is great. It keeps it really low profile and clean. If I open that up, I've just got like a Moleskine notebook inside that I like. And then you can see there's also like a little bit of a divider pocket here. So if you had like passport or field notes notebook, you could easily slide that down on inside there. And yeah, it's just anchored. No real stretchy mesh to this pocket. It's just kind of this liner material. We'll get to stretchy mesh on the inside in a second, but pretty good amount of space in here. Goes down to about here on the bag. So you got some space in there, like this notebook fits in here with room to spare. So the top of the notebook is right here when it's all the way down, and it goes like up to there. So you got plenty of space in this front pocket. You might even be able to stuff like a rain shell or a compressible, really compressible jacket in there too, if you wanted to keep that handy. Leather zipper pulls, which are nice to use, nice and grabbable. I think it adds to that look that Bellroy's going for with this bag as well. Now let's get onto the main compartment here. So the thing I like about this is it opens up fully clamshell. It's basically like kind of a bucket, which I like. Just if you have this sitting down, it's like structured, it's solid, and you know, it's just nice. So you can get access to here. I think this works a little bit better for like the travel pack version, maybe a little less so for EDC, but it's still not, I mean, if you like clamshell bags for EDC, it's totally fine too. So I got like sweatshirt in here. This is actually the new Bellroy standing pouch, which they released recently. So we'll do a separate video on that. And yeah, you got plenty of space on the inside here just for items. Up top here, this is where we get to that stretchy mesh. I mean, this mesh is like some of my favorite material. I always talk about it on Bellroy products. I love it. I wish more companies used it, but it's so stretchy and it's nice and soft. It feels premium in the hand, and then you can see kind of what's going on in here. So you can see the gear on the inside a little bit, which is always nice. But zipper and compartment, just have a bunch of kind of random little stuff that I carry around with me for the day that I don't need extremely fast access to, but it kind of acts as like a little dump pouch inside of the bag, which I appreciate. Little info there, kind of Bellroy's little tagline bug that they put on all their products. And yeah, I mean, if you fill this up to the brim, kind of makes this like front flap a little unwieldy. So just note that, like if it was like a horseshoe zip, it might be a little bit different, right? If the zippers are up here. I guess it is kind of horseshoe, not really fully clamshell, but this top part can get a little floppy, but it's totally cool. I'm like looking for stuff bad to say about this, and honestly, there's really not much. So I personally love it. Okay, and then for stuff that I want quicker access to, I kind of use this top drop pocket. So I've got just like a Zippo sitting in there now, and then some really compressible small sunglasses up here at the top. And you know, this is really designed for glasses. And what Bellroy says in their product page over on the site is like it's out of the crush zone. So you can see here that it kind of has this space here, and it's got that a little bit more reinforced than this mesh, but it kind of has that softer, like stretchy feel, which is good against the glasses lens. Not quite a microfibery feel, but it's definitely got that feel to where glasses are going to be safe in here. Now there's no like hard reinforcement, so if you're really bashing your bag around, you might want to consider putting your glasses inside of a case anyways. But it does have that. Honestly, if I had regular sunglasses and not these small compressible robe ones, I think I would use a case just because I personally feel safer. Sunglasses are expensive, and like I always seem to crush normal sunglasses when I have them. But your mileage may vary. There's a tab back here that stretches out, so I just got a Kindle in there. Keyboard roost stand, and pull that stuff out. But this is nice. There's a ton of stretch here. So even as that bag gets full, like with all other gear, I'm able to still pull that roost stand out of here, so I can really stretch that up and pull it out, which is nice. Nice little touch there. Other than that, the main compartment's basically just a giant bucket. And like if you look here, you can see the space that water bottle takes up. But now if we unzip, pull that out, I mean, you can see the other side, the space difference here. You know, if you got like 2 big water bottles in here, and again, it's gonna take me a minute here to pull this bottle out. I haven't got the hang of it. But let me pull that out. Definitely slower access. So if you get thirsty really quickly and without warning, maybe it's not the best bag for you. I know that's like a niche, a niche situation. But yeah, so you got a lot more space here when these lie flat, which is great. So you have a lot of versatility in the way that you pack it, which is nice. Now this little piece up here, there's a pocket actually in the back of the bag to where the laptop is. So I'll show that to you right now. And that takes up additional space down here. So if you have it really full, let me just open this up. AquaGuard YKK zips, which helps with like tech and your laptop. So I got a 15-inch MacBook Pro in here. Fits in totally fine. Just set that off to the side here. Nice soft liner on the inside too. It's got a little softness to it. Not really that much of a false bottom on this bag. There is one, which is good, so it does keep your laptop somewhat suspended. And maybe mark it like a, you know, kind of in the middle in terms of like the protection I'd add it. There is a false bottom and it is gonna help with impact protection, but there's not a ton of space here on the bottom either. And then there's no like frame sheet either, but some pretty good laptop protection in this bag for sure. I'd give it an overall pass. And then up here at the top, this is where I've just been keeping my charger. But this is where Bellroy's other components, just lost that water bottle there. This is where Bellroy's other components seem to come into play here with the overall greater ecosystem. So you've got Bellroy Tech Kit Compact, fits up here really nicely. So that can go right in there. And then this top zippered part can close off. And you see the extra room that it takes up in this main compartment. Now the Bellroy Tech Kit, the regular size version fits in here as well, but it's a little bit more of a squeeze. So let me put that in there for you, just so you can see how that looks. Definitely more of a squeeze. But I would recommend picking up one of these pouches if you do go with this bag, or just any other pouch. You can see that actually takes up quite a bit of space. And why I'd recommend that is just so this part can be closed off. So if you have a bunch of little wires, things like that, it can be nice. It would be nice maybe if there was like another zipper here or like a magnet to close this off, but it's sort of free floating in here, which is fine. I mean, as long as it's closed, it's not really gonna go anywhere, but I personally like to have my stuff a little bit more secured than that. So that's just something to note. So there you have it, the Bellroy Transit Workpack. Head over to packhacker.com for more information. Link down in the description below. We'll put the best buying options over there that help support our channel at no additional cost to you. Thanks for checking this out. We'll see you in the next video.